Saturday, December 21st, and it's Winter Solstice here in the United States. If your energy is feeling a little off, well, continue watching because I'll explain why and what you can expect in the next day or so, especially with your energies. You know, this is a really good time if you're wanting to achieve some goals, get really disciplined, whether it's your diet, career, maybe your goal is to find love. Well, this is a perfect time that you'll be in the flow if you start now, because that's what Sun enters into Capricorn. This is a good time to take advantage of those energies. Yes, it is. Now, Mars is still in retrograde in Leo, so it's still a good time to kind of reevaluate your passions. So you still have a little time. I know that started about December 15th, but you could still, it's really a good time. Now, I love to do that anyway this time of year, coming up with the new year, kind of reevaluate, see how I did and analyze whether it's my business, my love, my health, last 12 months, and now you got 2025 going in all fresh. So the difference is now the energy's got your back, and this is a good time to reevaluate. The only cautionary is avoid being impulsive. This is where you can get yourself in trouble until this retrograde passes. Just saying. And lastly, Mercury's going direct in Sagittarius. It's a good time to really restore clarity. You have too much going on in your mind? Well, take advantage of this time right now, especially today. And why don't you meditate, especially with all the holiday chaos? This is a great time to do it. Message is trust your intuition. Intuition is something we are all born with. Just because I'm a 6th generation psychic doesn't mean I'm the only one here that is psychic. Of course not. We're all born with gut feelings, instinct. The only challenge is when we're on our phone and we don't allow quiet time to hear, whether it's from our higher self, whether it's from our angels, our spirit guides, and there's many dimensions out there of other beings trying to get in touch with you, but you are too busy with all the clatter and chatter of what the messages are. Now, some of you, I have done some shorts on this. Are you seeing some signs from the angels, like 11, the other side, 1111? That's a sign from your angels, like, hey, keep your thoughts really positive because you're manifesting at a very fast pace. But again, today is a good time to really focus and listening to your own knowingness. Now, I asked what today's daily intuitive reading is going to be focused on today, and I got from your angels and spirit guides to focus on your spiritual journey. I didn't doubt that because that seems to be what they wanted me to focus this reading on. Okay, so angels and guides. All right, what do you want them to know in reference to your daily intuitive messages? Okay, it feels like some of you, or they're suggesting, again, it seems to be the energy of don't be too impulsive, okay? It's also, we got to kind of pay attention to astrology also. I'm not an astrologer, but I do like to dabble because I always tell people, hey, go get your chart done because it'll really be clear for you when you should really persevere a career or a love sector versus maybe you're supposed to be kind of more in an observer position. Right now, I get you are supposed to be more an observer. Take advantage of reevaluating your passions. There's synchronicities here, by the way. So if you've been feeling like, I really want a whole new life. I want to put 2024 behind me. I'm ready. Here we come. 2025. Then really take this time to be quiet. Quiet that mind. Go maybe to a yoga class. Go take a meditation class. Meditation, I swear by. Because I'm a busy person too. Because right now, you are in the fork in the road. You're right now. You're right there. Are you going to go right or are you going to go left? This is the time to not be impulsive. Really take time. I'm looking for my journal because this is something I do for myself every single day. After what I do, I'll be more than happy to share my routine with you, which has really helped me with I've had a lot of glow ups lately. Thank goodness. because I'm finally doing what I need to do. And which is, I wake up very early in the morning. I got a little doggy. We take our walk when the sun is rising, and then I come back and I meditate. And then I go into journaling and I channel for myself, and then I channel for others. And so this is I would suggest you start doing that, because then you're going to, with your higher self, your angels, your guides, and other beautiful beings that are trying to get through to you, you're not listening because you're not taking time to listen. So you're in the fork. You got to make a decision. They want you to take the jump, the leap of faith right now. It says, come to the edge is this card. They're like, come on, it's time to do it. Take some action finally. What is it? You keep like dragging your feet, And this is something I find with a lot of us. Hey, I've been there. I'm only, I believe in walking my talk. I'm a human being too. That's why I'm here. I've had, a lot of challenges and obstacles that I created for myself over the years. And that's why I'm here. I'm getting ready to teach intuitive classes again, because so many of you are, hey, I've been there and I'm also there with you right now. So that's why, I'm with you by your side as your biggest cheerleader. I do feel you're going to get messages if you just give a little time out. They're saying the message in a bottle. You're going to start. How do you know the difference between your mind, which I call it the ego, versus intuitive messages? Let me say this. They're going to be repetitive. Something I used to do, what I learned years ago through a spiritual teacher, is I always ask this. I always say, okay, give me clear messages 3 times in 3 different ways. I'll give you an example. Years ago, when I kept getting a nagging, I should go back to school and get my master's in family therapy. I kept getting nagged. And I finally yelled at God and said, where am I supposed to go? Who's got this program you want me to take? Okay. All of a sudden, I'm driving down the highway, and all of a sudden, I see a huge billboard. It says Nova Southeastern. I'm like, okay. So I keep driving. I put on the radio. It says Sunday open house. Come to Nova Southeastern. I'm like, Still didn't listen, right? Drive all the way home, in the mailbox. Guess what? Postcards there. Nova Southeastern. Then I even took it. I had to take action, right? That's the only way it works. You won't believe this. When I called to inquire about the program, the girl on the other end's like, Deirdre, I took all your workshops. Come on in. Yeah. Anyway, so I went. That's how I got to Nova Southeastern. Okay. So, once you do this, look, this is you. Happy. That's you. You've just been so stuck for so long. When are you going to finally make this leap of faith? Because what's the definition of insanity? Yep, you heard it. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. They're saying time's running out. My grandmother, who was I think today, she's passed on just a couple of years ago, but she is still today the best psychic I ever knew. And this is what she used to say to me. You're going to get these blessings. There's only so much of a window. Once that goes, it's done. They're going to go to somebody else if you don't take this opportunity. That's what I'm getting. TikTok, come on. Take action, because if you don't, this blessing's going to go to others. Okay? How are you going to do this? Building blocks. You got to take one step at a time. I find so many. Hey, I'm with you. Like, I'm finally starting YouTube. I don't know what the blocks were. Well, I can tell you what my blocks were. I went to TikTok, and it's building. I have, like 62,000 followers. I'm excited about my achievement. It's not in the millions, but I had to start only a year ago. And so is my Instagram. So finally, I'm here. I'm going to show up every day with you guys. So I hope you enjoy this. Help me grow it. I would really love this. Make this a team effort, because you got to start somewhere. And last card. Come on. You got to put some work in. Time to chop the wood. You got to put the work in. And that's how I built my TikTok page, okay? I showed up every single day. I didn't take a day off, posting 4 times a day. It didn't happen overnight. I'm happy it's building. And now my other platforms, and I promise I'm going to be here for you guys, and you be here for me, because we're going to do this as team effort. And yes, and once you do that, you're going to have a new life. You are. They're promising you this. Just show up for yourself, mostly, every single day. You will not regret it. Well, I appreciate you guys watching to the end. Thank you so much. If you would like a private intuitive session, just click the link in the description. Also, if you're looking for some fun shorts about love mostly, and I'm also doing intuition, you could find these videos here. I thank you again. And again, please support me with this channel and help me with this journey, and like and subscribe. I will be here tomorrow. Thanks again.